subscribe and click the bell icon to turn on notifications.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video tutorial on the critical path in Microsoft Project. Now, if you are a project user, you may or may not be used to viewing the critical path in your projects, and you may not even understand what the critical path actually is. So that's what I aim to show you in this video. I'm going to give you a brief explanation of what the critical path is, why it's important, and how you can view tasks that make up your critical path. Now, in any given project plan that you might create, there's always going to be some tasks that are more critical to the overall project than others. And we would refer to this chain of tasks, so to speak, as the critical path. And that's all it is really. The critical path is just a chain of linked tasks, normally tasks that have dependencies, that directly affect the project finish date. So essentially, they're considered to be extremely important, so that if any of the tasks on this critical path are late, it means that the whole project is going to be late. Now, the critical path isn't something that you have to physically set up for your projects. It's kind of done automatically. And then you can jump into your project and you can do things like view tasks that are on your critical path and even have multiple critical paths per project if you want to. Now, the way that Project calculates the critical path is that it basically takes a look at all of the tasks in your project plan and it finds the longest path from start date to end date. Now, this path is more often than not made up of numerous tasks that are all linked together. And whilst you may have lots and lots of different paths or chains of tasks throughout your project, the one that's the longest is considered to be the critical path. So for example, if Project calculates that the longest path you have in your project plan is 20 days long, and then you have a completely separate path in your project plan that's 15 days long, essentially, the path that's only 15 days long, those tasks really have 5 days worth of slack. And when I'm talking about slack, I'm referring to the amount of time that a task can be delayed without affecting the overall end date of the project. So essentially, the tasks within the critical path control the start date and the finish dates of the project, and as I mentioned, are usually linked by task dependencies. And effectively, the project is only really considered complete when the last task in the critical path is finished. Now, the critical path is also by no means static. It is constantly being recalculated by Microsoft Project, so it can change as tasks are modified or updated. And the idea of it is really to give project managers a good idea of where they need to be focusing their attention. So now we've explained what the critical path is, let's take a look at how we can identify it and also view the tasks that are contained within the critical path. Now, I have open on the screen here a project that I've created. It's a project to organize a wedding. And this project contains lots of different tasks and subtasks. Now, before I do anything here with the critical path, there is one setting that I need to go in and check. So I'm going to jump up to File. I'm going to go all the way down to Options and into the Advanced area. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's this last item here, tasks are critical if slack is less than or equal to, and I just want you to double check that you have 0 days in there. So that's the first thing you need to do before you go any further. So now I've done that, what I want to do is I want to jump into the Gantt chart view and see which tasks are on the critical path. So to do that, I need to jump up to the View tab and I need to change the way that I'm looking at my project. So in the data group here, I have a tables drop down and I'm going to switch this from the cost table to the schedule table. And what you'll see now is at the top it says critical path. It's showing me how much free slack and also how much total slack. Now currently I'm still viewing all tasks. What might be more helpful for me to do here would be to only show the tasks that are on the critical path. So what I can do is again go back to my data group, go to this filters area, click the drop down, and I'm going to say critical. So that is essentially showing me my critical path and all of the tasks that are located within that critical path. Now, critical tasks can also be identified directly on the Gantt chart as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of backtrack out of what I've just done. So I'm going to remove this filter and say no filter. I'm going to go back to my cost table and make sure that I'm in Gantt chart view, which I am. So if I want to identify my critical tasks directly on the Gantt chart, all I need to do is jump up to my Gantt chart tools contextual ribbon, click on the Format tab, and in this bar styles area, you can see the top little checkbox there says Critical Tasks. And it's going to highlight on the Gantt chart all of those tasks which are critical. Now, the final thing I want to show you in this video is how you can just turn on the setting to calculate multiple critical paths. So it's worth noting you're not just limited to showing one critical path in Microsoft Project. You can choose to display a critical path for each independent network of tasks within a project. So if you do want to display multiple critical paths, you just go up to File. We're going all the way back down to Options, into that Advanced tab again, and once again it's one of these settings that we have at the bottom. It's the second one from the bottom, Calculate Multiple Critical Paths. I'm going to put a check in there, click on OK, and I'm now seeing multiple critical paths. So hopefully that's given you more of an idea of exactly what a critical path is, how Project calculates the critical path, how you can view it, and all of the tasks within the critical path. That's it for this tutorial. I hope to see you very soon in another video.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To get 4 free courses in Excel, QuickBooks, Microsoft Project, and Photoshop, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.